Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike here with the watch list video for Monday, August 26th. The SPY, after this nasty day on Thursday, had a gap up and a pretty strong close on Friday. And again, we're not very far from all-time highs. The strength in the overall market is impressive. There is something that if you're new in chat, some of the new faces, please pause the video and read that. It's just a great explanation of what we do, what we're about. Nothing to do with investing, all about trading. And as you guys know, we start with the daily chart and then look for intraday setup. So real quick, I like to do hat tips before I start the watch list video. Before I get into the watch list, PRTG, well, this isn't really fair to call a hat tip because it was my idea. But I just called it right, I think, there through 7. I said it was popping and then kind of flagging, 7 break. And it went pretty quickly to 828. Still not a huge move, but that really wasn't intended to be in my hat tip section. I just typed it in by accident because it was listed on the sheet, but I forgot that was me. So anyway, let's get to the important ones. Kevin P. I think he makes every one of these hat tip videos over 18, which was right there, called MARA Bitcoin play over 18, and it just never looked back. Right, went up to 1873 at the highs. I did give Redfin. I will give myself a hat tip for this, but not a very good one because I called the pullback right here in the 1050 area. I think I had a bid at 1058, 1057, and I put my bid in when it was probably at 1069. And then I skillfully pulled my bid because the overall market was getting hit pretty hard, right? So my idea in the 1050s was brilliant. My execution was pathetic. It ended up going up to 1166. I was on it, but I didn't trade it. Pulled my bid. And if anything, the lesson here is I'm just seriously, and this is the way I'm wired, I'm overly protective of my capital. And when I saw the overall market kind of hitting new lows for the day, it felt skittish. I just pulled my bid. Said I'll find other trades today, but I don't want to be bidding when the overall market's selling off. So, again, that's the lesson is I'm probably more defensive than most, and I'm okay with that. Like, that's not the only trade I've ever pulled a bid on that would have worked nicely, and it won't be the last one either. Anyway, let me go into we're back to PRTG, what we're watching for Monday. I do like the volume in this one. I wish it had closed a little stronger, but still enough of a strong day to make the watch list. SIDU. I like it because you had this pop, pullback, then a secondary pop, pullback, held support, and it's starting to curl back up. It's in the space, if you will. So that one's worth keeping an eye on. BBAI had the gap up on a nice headline. That would have been, Wednesday, then pulled back another day, and now is starting to turn back up. Probably one of my favorites, but we'll see. RR had a nice pop here. Couple days kind of sideways, and is starting to curl back up. Sort of a theme for Monday, I guess. VKTX. Let me try to type it correctly. VKTX, you sort of have from back here to where it is now, you sort of have a little cup and handle forming. It's a weight loss play. Deserves a spot on the chart or on the watch list, in my opinion. RKLB, just a nice move and kind of flagging. No kind of clean trigger price, but I'm going to put it on watch. FFIE had the massive move on Thursday, then the gap up on Friday and sold off, but is absolutely an in-play stock. So it goes on the watch list. APDN really broke out hard on Friday, but closed way down here. It is one of the monkeypox plays, so if those get going, APDN certainly worth a look. RDFN, big breakout, definitely extended, but we're going to keep that one on watch too. EVLV, if I put the horizontal line here, kind of had resistance all in this area, and then again right here. It's sort of trying to break out now. It's already been running for 2 days, which makes me like it a little less, but I'm putting it on a chart. Roku, nice breakout on Friday. ROKU could certainly continue. GOVX, monkeypox play that now we've got 2 days down into the 8-day. I like it a lot more as a bounce play now than I did going into Friday because we've got 2 red days. And maybe we get some monkeypox headlines, which could, having that on a chart, could get us in pretty quick if there's a headline, right? And we already have it on watch and ready to go on our trading platforms. And then a couple others that are gapping in after hours on Friday. They got pops in after hours, so probably going to be gappers on Monday. MIRA, there's the daily, closed at 185. It went out in the after hours at 272. So right where my horizontal line is there. So if it's still gapping in pre-market, that goes on the gap playlist tomorrow. And then PWM in after hours went out at $1.46. So somewhere up right about there. If that's still gapping, goes on the gap playlist. And I will see you all, those of you that trade pre-market with me, I'll see you in the pre-market on Monday, and we'll add some other gappers to this list. And let's have some good trades this week. All right, have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see everybody on Monday.